Do you see my screen?
Yes.
Do we get the list participants list correct? Max.
It was correct at one point, but then people started joining. Even more people.
We have it now. Update. We're not jumping to that board. Hello to the Foundation and Infrastructure Working Group meeting at on 7th of December. Yeah, let's walk to our open PRs. We have one ready here. Template rendering. We still wait for another one. That's right. Should we wait for another review? Because it's a document.
It is docs, so the risk is really minimal.
Yeah, okay.
I would just go merge it.
Disaster recovery. I think we got an update here, but
So Ange cannot participate. He just mentioned he factored in your feedback. Maybe you can have a look.
Yeah, I updated this again. Yeah, this.
Then you need to move it to the other column.
Remove unused that one packages. I think Joseph, you wanted to check something here.
And I clearly forgot to. I don't remember what I was supposed to check, but yeah, I'll remember to take a look at this. I had a list of like 9 things after the last meeting, and I did most of them.
Yeah. No pressure. Just. Everyone's still on the discussion. So, hear the discussion. Okay, this is still on the discussion. Okay, then.
Oh wait, hold on. Looks like Bosch acceptance test isn't part of the automation. Could you? I just put one in the Zoom chat.
I have to go to another room. Sorry, because in the office is a little bit crazy.
We're missing a few PRs.
Yeah. I'm missing the light stem cell builder PRs as well.
Maybe the automation is broken again.
The automation was broken. I fixed the one for the TUC, which is.
Or are we at our limit again for the amount of?
Yeah, the issues maybe.
Archive the done the done column again.
I can try that one.
I will
archive all.
Yes, project cannot have more than 100. What's it?
Yeah.
1200 items. So.
Or when I archive the done ones, maybe we can.
Yeah, I will kick it off.
let's go with the issues until then, and then we
Yeah.
can go.
He-
AWS Amy. So, Joseph, you provided an update here.
Yes,
there anything-
and in the past week, China has not updated the ticket at all. China AWS, which has been fantastic. They're like, oh, sorry, we'll keep taking a look. And it's kind of upsetting because it's just fundamentally AWS China is broken. And there's nothing we can do about it.
Yeah.
So I pinged the ticket again last night. I haven't checked again this morning. Nighttime is their daytime, so maybe they updated it, but I don't have a lot of hope.
Okay. Still up to date.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
still missing an issue that I created this morning, but that's maybe
Yeah,
most probably
we
then
Yeah, the whole
Automation.
automation is probably
Yeah, it will take a bit. It's getting there.
is
Uh,
there anything else you want to discuss until we?
You could take a look at some of them manually. Post your
Yeah. Okay.
issues
Which
into
repository?
issues into chat. Bosch acceptance test is one I made a PR for, and then the Golang release is one I created an issue for.
that's
This
yours.
is your-
Dan. You
this
need
is
to go
yours.
to the Cloud Foundry.
Ah,
I
sorry.
did not make a PR against
Uh,
yours.
No PR.
We had more than 900 done issues and stories and things.
How good we are. Um,
Yes.
So in the act of moving the director pipeline over to GCP, I started running the bats, and it turns out the bats are bad. A lot of it was using like password for SSH, which only works on vSphere, or it would fall back to SSH keys, but it had a lot of password stuff, which is very flaky, or not flaky, but like you have to do weird stuff to make it work. Also, basically everything in the service configuration spec was failing, but passing. The scripts they would run when doing SSHs would like print out failure and then not exit and then just print out success at the end of the function anyway. And then the expectation would be like, oh, I found the word success. Apparently when we renamed the monet binary to monet actual, it just broke all of those, but nothing went red. So this cleans up a lot of those so that they actually go red and they actually pass now. The breaking change of this is probably that private key no longer working. So now you pass the private keys, and if you're doing tunneling, the gateway host and username in via the bats config, rather than having a bunch of stuff in the config and then a few things in environment variables. There's still some environment variables in use, but much more of it's pushed into the config centralized. Also deleted Power DNS tests, which have been disabled for years, but still in here for some reason. They were like 2018, Charles Hanson was like, oh, we don't use this anymore. Let's just disable it rather than just deleting it out of the tests. Yeah, so a whole bunch of cleanup too.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Nice.
Also more clearly identified which things we shouldn't be running. Just because a lot of the config generation was like, oh, exclude these various things. I think at least one of the things I added back in and they work fine on GCP. There's two things that are still going to be excluded when we run the bats on the director because they don't work in GCP. That's attaching two network interfaces to a single VM. Apparently the Google CPI does not allow that. And also like instance storage, which is like a AWS CPI only feature. So when I finish up the other half of it in the director, we'll figure out if we want to run one in AWS to test those things, or we just leave those untested for now. But this is just about the tests themselves.
Okay, I assigned reviewers. Let's check the board again.
I sent you 2 other PRs.
Things are
Ah.
popping up here. Where is inbox? Send it to other PRs. Okay.
Yeah, so this is exactly. This is fixing the still failing driver test. And Joseph, you offered some review. I added another commit on top and requested a re-review. Maybe you can spend it and then we can merge it, right? We ensured that everything is working now. And yeah, just want to get it in. And this is exactly the Ali storage client that we, I guess, discussed last week, right? Yeah, this is the initial PR. Somebody has to review it, test it. I mean, the integration tests or manual usage is documented in the README. I created, if you scroll down a little bit, an issue to track this integration. Where is the issue? No, I guess you have to scroll up a little bit. Yeah, exactly there. Mentioning all the required steps to integrate that CLI into Bosch and pipelines and so on and so forth. Yeah, and I just want to use that to have transparency on what's going on there. Yeah.
Do the tests for the CLI require an Ali Cloud account?
Yes. Ah, yeah, we do have one.
I
Shit.
wanted to ask the same question. Yeah. Yeah.
Didn't we had the same issue with other tests as well, Max, where we discussed if SAP could not provide an account?
Yeah, for Azure, and it's still open.
Exactly.
It's, yeah.
Maybe we should try to provide one, right?
Yeah, I'm on it.
Is that a discussion that's going on with Chris Clark? Is he involved as well? What's the idea? Or will it be?
No, the status is that Ramon asked us or me, hey, we cannot test some Azure functionality here.
Oh, Azure. Okay.
And can't you provide an account? And then I went to Max and asked, can't we provide an account? And still we need to figure out. So that's state of discussion. But if we now need an Alibaba account as well, then maybe, yeah, we can see for both of the infrastructures, right?
I mean, it'd be nice if
Yeah.
the foundation could go to those eyes and be like, hey, can we have a dev account to test our integration with you? I don't know if that's likely to be successful, but seems like a nice avenue to pursue.
I think Chris even has, like, the foundation already has like Azure account already for dev stuff. I know it came up like a year ago. So he said, oh, do you want an Azure one as well? And I said, no, I no need for it now. I don't want more accounts. But yeah, we can bring, I can ask Chris.
But then Ali would be next.
Yeah, Ali would also be a thing, yeah.
Yeah, because we are trying to decouple from the member companies, right? Like we have all these VMware Pivotal sponsored accounts, and that's like a bit of a mess. And we're trying to move away from those. So I don't really like the idea of now introducing SAP owned accounts. Although it's nice, but it is also like really hard to entangle down the road.
A good fallback position, maybe.
Yeah, it's really nice though. But I mean, like, there's a downside of like having to untangle it down the road.
Okay, so Max and Ramon will follow up on this. And yeah, I assigned reviewers. So let's check whether. Oh yeah. So This
The robots
copy,
are alive again.
yeah, fix.
That's what
yeah,
we discussed already.
Yes, but needs to go to the same, to the right state. What is this about?
Oh, yeah, I started to document the light stem cell builder configuration. Yeah, and got asked to follow the Go docs rules and conventions there, and I updated it, but did not receive a re-review so far. So, yeah.
Yeah, but the changes were requested yesterday, right? So.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's export.
Wait, what?
Oh.
Does anybody remember the first two? Because I don't remember anything about this.
Here they are linked at Cloud Stack support push deployment box.
When was that merged?
2015. That was 2020, 2021. Before there was a foundational infrastructure working group.
Wait, was I involved in here? Apparently.
Ramon and
No, but in
Dave.
the other one, I saw my name.
Yeah, you reviewed that one. Requested changes, looks good overall. Just would be nice to use variables.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Okay,
I remember it
Ivan.
all now.
Cloud Stack supporting to push. Push bootloader. Okay. Matthias, you are very famous.
There's no Cloud Stack stem cells, right?
I believe there are.
633 files changed.
Mm-hmm.
Must have been
Okay, I don't see Matthias in the next week.
What?
Maybe you can ask ChatGPT about the review.
But there's probably a lot of dependencies that were pulled in.
Yeah. Expect main goal, executor, and the rest are most probably
It's blank.
white. Oh no, now it's coming. Takes a lot of time. Wow, a lot of tests. Maybe Ramon, does it make sense you to look into this? That you have the most knowledge into pop.
So for me, this is too big.
No dependencies, everything looks like tests and so. Wow.
You do have 98% of the scroll bar still.
Okay, I don't want to. You know why it's coming 2 years later. Yeah. Yeah, we can have a general check whether it fits in general, and then Sport about. We discussed
That's what we
this
discussed.
one.
Yeah.
Unable to run create and
Yeah, apparently Google CPI no longer works from M1 Max. Actually, probably from any Max. Yeah, no Max. This is because the change we made last year in the Golang release, where we had problems with when we added the ability to vendor and rename. Some of that was changed via PR to no longer do this weird shenanigans where it used to be where if you source the Golang release like compile.env generic, it would then check your platform and then actually require the one you'd like require the Golang Linux compile.env, and it would like actually check to see your platform and then give you a path equal to the correct package. It no longer does that anymore. So I guess it's up to the release authors to do it now, which really is only CPIs because they're the only ones that are really going to be running in a place where you don't really know the platform at packaging time. But yeah, so it should be a fairly minor change, but just created an issue for now. I'll probably work on it at some point, but not high priority. Currently solved by using Docker.
You created only.
So it's open for contribution, right?
Yeah. CLI crashes on try to select multiple accounts to print.
Panic.
I wonder if you're supposed to specify the column flag multiple times if you want this. But it probably shouldn't panic either way.
How is it documented? Is it documented at all?
Oh, also, you see that?
What?
It puts an underscore there. Failed to find header instances underscore IPs. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, the CLI docs just says filter to show only given column, parentheses columns, but it doesn't say how you're supposed to use it. Oh yeah, there's the docs.
Well, because it's the option is columns with URL. Okay, we need to improve the docs or to
Well, Matthias, you don't have to worry. The add cloud stack support for bootloader is already rejected. They're using Packer, and we moved away from Packer like last year.
Should we say this is open for contribution, or we'll look into this?
Yeah, the panic shouldn't happen, and it looks like you specify column multiple times, you get what you want. So the doc should probably be improved. Although maybe the panic should happen. I mean, it's. I guess it'd be nice. It'd be nicer to get a cleaner error, but like might be happening deep down where you gotta exit the program. Panic's the way to get out.
So we'll update our not waiting for change. So we don't have such a state pending review, pending merge.
Probably just open for contribution. I'll put a comment in there about what I saw about how it's supposed to be used, at least to unblock them for now.
And this one we discussed. Okay, there is nothing else which has been updated. Is there anything else you want to discuss? No? No. Okay, then we are done. Yeah, then take care and see you next time.
See you.
Bye bye.
See you.
Thanks.
Bye bye.
Thanks. Bye.